There's that man again.
So you want to smell good, but you don't have a lot of money in the budget. I got 6 of them right here that can help you out. Stay tuned. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Teddy Files. I'm your resident sommelier, Mr. Diarra's Teddy, and today we're talking about 6 fragrances that you can get on a budget that'll help you smell great. And the first one that I want to talk about is one that has been getting a lot of hype in the fragrance community, and that would be Lalique's Encre Noire L'Extreme. So this fragrance, very smoky, very masculine fragrance. Vetiver heavy. 2 different kinds of vetivers. Haitian vetiver, regular vetiver. Also has cypress, elemi resin. You have some sandalwood in here, some benzoin. It's one of those very, very manly fragrances. It would probably be challenging for a younger guy, but for an older gentleman, a more refined gentleman, or hell, even a younger refined gentleman, you can pull this off, man. I'm telling you, this is a pretty damn good scent. It's not too challenging. I don't find it too challenging. But if you're not a fan of vetiver, this might be a challenging fragrance for you. I'm not sure if you can get any kind of testers or anything like that. Maybe you can find somebody that wouldn't mind decanting it to you so you can test for yourself. But in my opinion, if you like a vetiver incense heavy fragrance, then this Encre Noire L'Extreme by Lalique. It's right up your alley. So the next fragrance that I have up is from the house of Calvin Klein. It's from their Eternity line. And that would be Eternity for Men, Air. So this fragrance right here, I wasn't a big fan of the Eternity line. I had it back when I was younger. I believe I gave it away to my dad because it just really seemed like an older guy's fragrance. It was a fougere. And I just wasn't a big fan of it. And as I've gotten older, I realized that I do actually like fougere, so I rebought it. But then I started seeing these flankers that they had coming out, like the fire and the air and the aqua and all of that. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and revisit this house. Since I went on and bought the original back, let me go ahead and see what these flankers do. And I have to say, I'm impressed. This one, very fresh. I mean, the opening, it's a magical opening for this one. I swear to you. I mean, it's synthetic because, it is in the Calvin Klein Eternity, but man, does it smell good. I mean, it has like sea notes and ozonic notes as well. You smell some of that mandarin orange at the top, a little bit of that lavender. There's seaweed notes in it, but I don't smell a lot of seaweed, but I do smell the ambergris. And it is a pretty damn good scent. Now, of course, it's a cheaper fragrance, so you're not going to get a lot of longevity out of it. I got 5 or 6 hours out of it. That's actually good enough for me, especially if you want this scent profile. And it's a classic scent. Still has a little bit of the original Eternity in it, but definitely juiced up some more and modernized to become this right here, which to me, I would say is worth the purchase. And that would be Eternity Air by Calvin Klein. So the next fragrance that I have up is from a designer whose fragrances I happen to be a fan of. Kind of like their shirts and sweaters and things as well. But what we're talking about here today would be Lacoste L'Homme. So this one, pretty fruity, pretty sweet fragrance. Beautiful, beautiful mandarin orange opening. Man, I just love taking that in. That is a really great fragrance. I mean, you catch some of the rhubarb, that sweet orange, that mandarin orange, you get a little bit of the ginger. The almond kind of sneaks in, gives a little bit of creaminess. but the creaminess comes a lot more from the vanilla. You come to the dry down, you get to that nice woodsy base of a dry down. This is a really good fragrance. And once again, it's not going to last you a long time. I got pretty much about the same that I got off the last fragrance, maybe 4 or 5 hours at the well, 5 or 6 hours at the most. But it's a great fragrance. The opening is extremely zesty. It's fruity. It is clean. It's a pretty good, at least especially a spring scent. This is a great spring scent. This is one I'm going to be rocking quite a bit in the spring. And maybe a little in the summer. It might be too sweet to wear too many times in the summer, especially in the high heat. But you can pull it off. Just don't wear as many sprays. But in the springtime, this is going to be magic, man. And honestly, I'm going to be wearing it. So you guys go check this out. Lacoste L'Homme. So the next fragrance that I have coming up is one of my absolute favorite spring and summertime fragrance. Man, I absolutely love this stuff. And it's another one that when I wear it, it just brings out, this one, I have one that brings out the summer. And I think I've talked about that ad nauseum. But this one tells me it's spring. And that would be Missoni Wave. This fragrance right here, when I sprayed it, y'all already know, when I pause, that means that this damn thing is just, it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I mean, this thing has C notes, it's Sicilian mandarin, lavender, vanilla orchid. You can smell the sweetness from the vanilla. You smell the C notes. You smell the spiciness. I mean, it's just, there's so many different things going on here. You have the just the creaminess of the patchouli. It is just a great scent. I absolutely love this stuff. This is one of my absolute favorite purchases. I bought it on a blind buy, and I got a backup bottle of it because the moment that I sprayed it, I knew I was going to probably start spraying this quite a bit. And I was not wrong. I've used a little bit of this juice. That's one of the reasons why I have a backup bottle. But hey, look, make sure you treat yourself, man. If you see this out there, but I will put a link in the description box so you guys can pick a lot of these up for yourself. But if you see it out there in the wild, TJ Maxx, Ross, Burlington, any of these places, do not hesitate to scoop up Missoni Wave. You're going to thank me for that one. So the next fragrance that I have up is a pretty sweet, zesty fragrance that I have to say, I heard the hype about it, but once I got my hands on it and I smelled it for myself, I thought it was going to be like one of those nauseatingly sweet fragrances. But man, this thing is extremely fresh at the open, and that would be Ultrared by Paco Rabanne. So this one, and yes, I do love the gimmicky trigger. This right here, blood orange right at the top. That is fire. That's fire, man. I love that blood orange, but you have that mixture of vanilla, praline, and tonka bean in it at the top. So when it comes out with that beautiful zest from the blood orange, but immediately it goes into the sweetness, and then it's grounded out by that earthy patchouli. This right here is a magnificent scent. Yes, I said, hey, this is magnificent, man. I truly enjoy this fragrance. It actually, when I smell it, it's another one of those ones that I have in my collection that actually puts me in a good mood. So sometimes I'll get it like just a little spritz out of it, just so it can just uplift my mood and uplift my spirits. And every time I've ever worn it, people have quite enjoyed it. They've always asked me, what it was I was wearing. Not always, but when they ask me what I'm wearing, they enjoy what it smells like. And sometimes I carry my bottle with me to work, and I'll show it to them. And I think I don't know if they're as much of a fan of the scent at that point, or if they're just a bigger fan of the bottle and how it sprays. Oh, and just to let you know, it is a fingerprint magnet. So be careful, keep your cough close. But this is a good one. Get your hands on it, people. Like I said, I'll put it in the description box for you guys to get it. And that would be Paco Rabanne's Ultrared Man. So the last fragrance that I have to share with you guys is a clone of Baccarat Rouge 540. Baccarat Rouge 540 is one of the better smelling fragrances out here. It is a classic fragrance. You love that burnt sugar smell. We just don't love the price, because damn it, that price be pricing. So if you want to get close enough to the DNA, it won't be spot on, but it'll be close enough for you to smell amazing. Go out and get your hands on Franck Olivier Pure Addiction. So, got that sweet burnt sugar smell, which is the white amber. You got saffron, you got orange, you got moss, praline, white cedar. I mean, this fragrance right here gets you close enough to Baccarat Rouge for you to, well, I'm not going to say you won't miss the DNA, because if you've had Baccarat Rouge, you've had Baccarat Rouge. But this right here, to me, is close enough to Baccarat Rouge to really do the job, and you're going to smell good. This smells amazing. I got about 6 hours out of it, and I believe it was maybe sub $30, sub $40 fragrance. I got it off Fragrance Net, so I think that's what I paid for it. But as opposed to $640 for Baccarat Rouge, I would say that, sub 40, sub 30 is pretty good to pay for a fragrance. But you know what? You get it and judge for yourself. I'll put a link in the description box. You guys go out and get your hands on it. It's worth the purchase. Franck Olivier's Pure Addiction. Well, everyone, that is my time. Thank you for coming out and watching the Teddy Files. You didn't have to come check out this specific video, but I'm glad that you did. I hope you rock with me the same way that I rock with you. And make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the content, because it's helping the channel to grow, and grow it is. Thank you so much for all the people who have already joined the channel, who have already subscribed. And thank you for the people who watched the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for all of you. I truly appreciate you guys, and I truly understand that you didn't have to come over here and watch this video, but you did. And I love the fact that you did. And remember, my name is Mr. Diaz Teddy, your fragrance sommelier. And over here, we do not do stink, so please don't be a stink ass. Have a good day.